Watch this video till the end. You will get a complete revision of the chapter Heights and Distances. This will make you prepared for the ICSE Boards 2026. In this video, we will be covering what is trigonometry, terminologies, sine, cos, tan to find side lengths, and solved examples. Heights and distances is a part of trigonometry. What is trigonometry? Trigonometry is nothing but the measurement of sides and angles in a triangle. What is this chapter about? This chapter is about, it deals with 90-degree angle triangles. It's mostly finding the tan of the angles and mostly finding height or horizontal distances. So let's say this is a 90-degree triangle. This is the horizontal distance and this is the height, and this is called the hypotenuse. So we usually will have to find the tangent of the angles, tan of the angles, either the horizontal distance or the height. Okay, so this is a general 90-degree triangle. Now let's look at the terminologies in a general 90-degree triangle. So just see, this is the 90-degree angle here. This line and this line, they make up the 90-degree angle. So let's say we are talking about this theta. Then with respect to this theta, the line which is making the theta is called the adjacent side. The line which is opposite to theta is called the opposite side. And the longest line which is opposite to the 90-degree angle is called the hypotenuse side. So these are the different names of the side we need to know. Adjacent and opposite will be respect to the theta, and hypotenuse side will always be the longest side and it will be opposite to the 90-degree angle. Now angle of elevation means nothing but the amount of angle which is making here. So let's say this is the baseline and this much, this line is elevating this much, so it's rotating this angle amount of times. So this is called angle of elevation. And if we copy the same horizontal over here, then the amount of angle which is lowered is called angle of depression. Now since these are alternate angles, angle of elevation and angle of depression is equal. Now let's look at this. In sums, there will be, let's say there's a man standing and he's looking at the top of the tower. So this is the man, he's standing over here at this vertex and the building tower is over here. Now the line of sight would be from the man to the top of the tower because he's looking at the top of the tower, and this distance will be the horizontal distance. So these were the terminologies. Now let's move on to the next one. People get confused in the right angle triangle. What is sine theta, cos theta, tan theta? They are nothing but the ratio of sides with the reference to the angle theta. So this is the acronym which you can memorize. SOHCAHTOA. So just remember this, SOHCAHTOA. So means sine is equal to opposite upon hypotenuse. Cos means adjacent upon hypotenuse. Tan means opposite upon adjacent. Now what does this mean? These are the ratio of side lengths. So opposite sine theta, whatever angle it is, will be equal to opposite ka side length upon hypotenuse ka side length. Cos theta will be equal to adjacent ka side length upon hypotenuse ka side length. Tan theta will be equal to opposite upon adjacent side length. Now let's look at an example so it's very clear for you. Let's take this example. This is a triangle. This angle is 37 degree, this is 53 degree, this is a 90 degree. So it's a 90 degree triangle. This will only work in 90 degree triangle. Now this side is 4 centimeter, this side is 5 centimeter and this side is 3 centimeter. Now we have to find sine 37. Sine 37 opposite upon hypotenuse. So 37 ke opposite 3 upon hypotenuse, which is 5. 3 centimeter upon 5 centimeter, we get 3 by 5. Now cos 37 will be adjacent upon hypotenuse. So adjacent side to the 37 degree angle, adjacent is 4 upon hypotenuse, which is 5. Tan 37 is opposite upon adjacent. So this is the 37 degree, opposite side is this side, 3 centimeter upon adjacent, which is 4 centimeter. Now this was with 37 degree. Let's do it with 53 degree. Sine 53 will be opposite upon hypotenuse. So 53 angle, this is 53 angle, opposite is 4 upon hypotenuse. So 4 upon 5. Now cos 53 adjacent upon hypotenuse. So adjacent to this side is 3 upon hypotenuse, which is 5. 3 upon 5. Hypotenuse is the side opposite to the 90 degree. So this is hypotenuse. Then tan 53 is opposite upon adjacent. So opposite side is 4 upon adjacent is 3. So 4 by 3. A man stands 120 meter from the foot of the tower. So this will be 120 meter. He tilts his head at the angle of 30 degree to look at the top. So this is the line of sight till the top of the tower. Find height of the tower. So this is the height of the tower which we have to find. Now we can use opposite upon adjacent. So tan theta. We know SOHCAHTOA. So TOA. So tan equal to opposite upon adjacent. So tan theta, which is tan 30 degrees, is equal to opposite, which is H, upon adjacent, which is 120. Therefore, H will be, we rearrange it, 120 multiplied by tan 30. Now value of tan 30, you have to memorize the table. If there is some other angle, then you have to look at the log table. So H will be 120 multiplied by 1 by root 3. We rationalize this, we can multiply root 3 on both sides. We get 120 multiplied by root 3 upon 3, 3 40s are, so height is 40 root 3 meter, which is equal to 69.28 meter around. Two people standing on the same side of the tower in a straight line measure angle 25 degree and 50 degree elevation angle. Height of the tower is 70 meter. Find distance between the two people. We have to find the length AC. Now, let's first look at this triangle. So we have angle, we have one side, so we can get CD by tan. So tan 50 equal to opposite upon adjacent, and we can get the line CD because two things we have, one thing is missing. So we can get CD first. So let's find CD. So tan 50 will be opposite upon adjacent CD. So CD will be 70 upon tan 50. Now this you have to look from the log table. We have got CD. Now let's use the tan 25 degree. Tan 25 degree will be opposite BD, which is 70 upon AD. This triangle we are taking, this is 90 degree over here. We can't take this triangle because this is not 90 degree. So we'll take the whole triangle here. 70 upon AD. Therefore, AD will be 70 upon tan 25. So this from the log table we get the answer 150.118 meter. Now we have the AD, this whole line we have, and we have CD, right? We have to find AC. So we will simply subtract these lengths. AD minus CD will give us AC. So when we subtract, we get AC as 91.38 meter. Thank you guys for watching. Click here for the Boards Mastery playlist.